If you're thinking about moving to Huntersville, North Carolina, this video is going to give you everything you need to know before you make that decision. And I mean everything. What homes actually cost right now, what the schools look like, what the commute is really like, and not just the Google Maps version, the real version, what neighborhoods you should be looking at depending on your budget, of course, and what is being built right now and who is building it. By the time this video is over, you are going to know Huntersville better than people who have been driving past it on I-77 for years. So without further ado, let's get into it. So hello again, guys. My name is Daniel Morabel. I'm a licensed real estate agent here serving the greater Charlotte area, including Huntersville and the entire Lake Norman corridor, which is North Charlotte. I have helped many families relocate here to this market in Huntersville, and Huntersville always comes up consistently because it checks more boxes for more types of buyers than almost anywhere else in the Charlotte metro area. And that's because of great schools, new construction options, lake access, which is huge. It's close enough to Charlotte to commute and far enough to feel like you've actually left the city. If you are seriously considering a move here, my number and information is on the description below. Be sure to save it, write it down, and we'll talk at the end of the video. Why Huntersville? So let me start with the big picture. Why Huntersville specifically? Huntersville sits on the southern end of Lake Norman, about 12 miles north of Uptown Charlotte. It is the largest of these three main Lake Norman towns, Huntersville, Cornelius, and Davidson, and it has grown dramatically over the last 2 decades. In 2000, Huntersville had a population of about 25,000 people. Today, it has ballooned to over 75,000 people. That kind of growth does not go by accident. It happens because people keep moving here and loving it and telling everybody else that they know that they love it too, which brings them down here. And what drives that? Well, Lake Norman is the largest man-made lake in North Carolina, 32,000 acres and over 520 miles of shoreline. Living near it changes your quality of life in a way that is hard to explain until you experience it. Weekend mornings on the water, dinner at the Waterfront restaurant, the feeling of space that you just do not get inside the city, honestly. And on top of that, you have a suburb that is fully built on its own infrastructure. You do not need to drive into Charlotte for groceries, medical care, restaurants, or even shopping. Huntersville has it all. That self-sufficiency is a big part of why families plant roots here and stay. So next thing is, let's talk about real numbers, because this is what matters most to people watching this. The median home price in Huntersville right now is approximately $475,000 to about $510,000. That number moves month to month, so I will always tell you to reach out directly for the most current snapshots, but that is this baseline going into 2025 to 2026. Here's how the price range break down by category. So, number one, entry level. That's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, established neighborhood, about 1,400 square feet to about 1,800 square feet. You're starting at around $350,000 to about $380,000. These homes exist, but they move fast. And if you're in a budget range of that nature in Huntersville, you need to be ready to act, and quickly, when something good hits the market. Now, mid-range. 4-bedroom, about 2.5, maybe 3 baths. That's 2,000 to 2,800 square feet. And that can include newer construction or well-maintained resale. You are looking at around $420,000 to about $575,000. This is the sweet spot for most of my relocation clients with families. You get space, you get good finishes, and you get into the community with amenities like pools and parks. Now moving on up, there's 4- and 5-bedroom homes. They're about 3,000 square feet and above, and that includes newer builds with upgraded kitchens and primary suites. That range runs about $575,000 to about $750,000 in most of the active communities. And then there is the waterfront and water access tier. If you want to be on Lake Norman itself, private dock, direct water frontage, you are starting at around $700,000, and that's for a dated home that needs updating, and it moves up to about 1.5 to 1.2 million for a turnkey waterfront home. That market is its own animal, and it's extremely competitive when the right property hits the market. One number I always make sure my clients have before we start is HOA fees. Most of the master plan communities in the Huntersville area carry them. On the low end, you are looking around $50 to $75 a month in smaller communities. In full amenity communities with pools, clubhouses, greenways, and playgrounds, you're looking at $150 to $300 a month. That is part of your monthly housing costs, and it needs to be in your budget before you fall in love with a home, for sure. So next, let me walk you through the main neighborhoods and communities so you know what you're looking at when you start your search. One well-known is Birkdale Village. This is the most well-known, and it is a mixed-use master plan community built around a walkable village with restaurants, movie theater, boutique shops, and a fitness center, all within walking distance of your homes. It has a very distinct feel that people either love immediately or decide it's not their style. Home prices inside Birkdale and the immediately surrounding streets start around $400 and move up to $600,000 plus, depending on the size and condition of the property. Vermilion is another popular community with a more traditional neighborhood design, and like things like front porches, tree-lined streets, a real sense of community with irregular events, and a neighborhood pool. It tends to attract buyers who want the connected neighborhood feel without the commercial mixed-use element. Prices in Vermilion run for the mid-300s to the upper 400s, so it's a little bit more affordable than Birkdale. Now, another one is Tanner's Creek, and this one is an active new construction community in Huntersville right now. If you want a brand new home with the ability to select your own finishes, this one is one of the options worth looking into for new construction. And it's running from 400s to the 550s, depending on the plan and what lot you select. Another one to check out is Cedarfield, and it is more of an established community that offers larger lots than you typically find in newer developments. It's a big draw for buyers coming from areas where yard size is a priority for them. Now, most homes there run from mid-300s to the upper 400s. Then there's the harbor at the point, and communities along the water give you that Lake Norman lifestyle at a price point that, while still significant, is more accessible than full waterfront properties. So, water access, community boat slips, and lake views without the full waterfront price tag. These communities typically run from 500 to 800,000. So it's a little bit higher price range. And if you are specifically looking for new construction there are several active communities being built in the broader Huntersville area. Right now, D.R. Horton, Pulte, Meritage Homes, David Weekley, and others, but each builder has a different product, a different price point, and a different set of incentives depending on where they are in the sales cycle. That last point matters a lot, and I will talk about it more in a minute. So here's a really important aspect of Huntersville, and this is for families with kids. This section might be the most important part of the video, so definitely pay attention. Huntersville is served by the Charlotte-Mecklenburg School District, so that's CMS for short, and these schools are on the north end of the county and are consistently among the strongest in the entire district, according to greaterschools.org. At the elementary level, Huntersville Elementary or Blythe Elementary and Grand Oak Elementary are all strong carrying reputation and high parent satisfaction ratings schools. If you are buying in a specific neighborhood and school assignment matters to you, I always like to say verify exactly the school zone before you make an offer, because school lines in CMS can change in specific street address and street levels. Now, at the middle school level, Francis Bradley Middle School is one of the top rated middle schools in Mecklenburg County. Now, strong academics, strong extracurriculars, well guarded by the families. I mean, I work with a lot of families that have kids there that are super proud to be a part of that school district. At the high school level, you have two main options. Depending on where you land in Huntersville, Hopewell High School serves the southern and western portions of Huntersville and has a strong program across academics and athletics. North Meck High School also serves the northern portion of Huntersville and has a particularly strong performing arts and athletic tradition. If private school is part of your plan, you are well positioned here too. You have access to several strong private options in the North Charlotte corridor within a reasonable drive. Bottom line on schools, Huntersville is one of the strongest areas in the CMS district. So families moving here from states with strong public school systems tend to be pleasantly surprised by what they find here. So next, I need to spend a real time on this because it's the thing that most people consistently underestimate when they fall in love with a home up here. And if you are coming from Huntersville to Uptown Charlotte, here's what that exactly looks like. On a normal morning, leaving around 6:30 and 7 o'clock, you are looking at 25 to 35 minutes. Leave at 7:30 to 8 a.m., and that stretches to 45 to 60 minutes on I-77, southbound. And that's during peak hours, which is one of the most congested stretches of the whole entire Charlotte metro area. And it has been that way for years. In the evening, heading north, leaving Uptown between 4:30 and 6 plan another 45 to 55, 60 minutes in any particular day. However, there is a managed toll lane in I-77 that runs from Uptown up through Lake Norman corridor. And during peak congestion, those toll lanes can cut your commute significantly, like 15 to 20 minutes in some cases. That cost varies based on real-time demand and typically runs from $3 to $12 each way during peak hours. Some of my clients who commute daily budget $200 to $300 or $350 a month just for tolls, which is real money and worth factoring into your budget. Now, if your office is in the university area or North Lake or anywhere in North Charlotte, that commute from Huntersville is much more manageable. You are in the right side of the congestion pattern, just to be honest. If you work remotely, even part of the week, Huntersville becomes an extremely easy decision. My advice before you fall in love with a specific house or neighborhood, tell me where your office is. That one piece of information sharpens everything about where you should be looking. Now, real quick before I keep going, if you are watching this and Huntersville is starting to feel like the right fit, I want you to reach out to me directly. My number and contact information is down there in the description. I offer a free consultation and we can get on a call. I learn about your situation, your timeline, your budget, where your office is obviously, and I help you figure out whether Huntersville is actually the right call or whether another community in this corridor might serve you better. There's absolutely no pressure, no obligation. This is just a real life conversation with someone who knows the market inside and out. Without further ado, just go down there, click on the calendar link, or send me a text, give me a call, send me an email. Be happy to get back with you. Now, Huntersville has one of the most active construction pipelines in the whole entire North Charlotte corridor right now. And I want to make sure you understand that the market works before you walk into a model home. Active builders in Huntersville right now include D.R. Horton, Pulte Homes, Meritage Homes, David Weekley, Smith & Douglas Homes, among others. And each has a different product at a different price point. So for example, D.R. Horton is one of the most accessible entry point 3-bedroom plans, and they usually start to low mid 300s in some communities. Moving up from there, high volume builders, faster timelines, more standardized finishes. Now, builders like Pulte and Meritage are building in the $420,000 to $600,000 range, depending on the community and plan. Now, those are better standard finishes and then the entry-level homes, and they have more design flexibility and longer build timelines. Now, builders like David Weekley is more of a semi-custom experience, and that goes from $550,000 and above, and more personalization options and a reputation for quality construction and customer service. Now, here's the most important thing I'm going to say in this entire section. When you walk into a builder's model home, the sales agent you meet works for the builder. They are paid by the builder. They are trained to sell at the highest price with the fewest concessions. They are not there to protect your interests. They are there to close the deal. Now, you are legally entitled to have your own buyer's agent represent you in a new construction purchase. And in almost every case, the builder pays that commission. It does not come out of your pocket as a buyer. What does having your own agent actually get you, you ask? Well, it gets you someone who knows which builder in Huntersville are actually offering rate buydowns, closing cost contributions, or free upgrades. And those incentives shift month to month, depending on the builder's sales pace. It gets you someone who reviews the purchase contract before you sign it, because builder contracts are written entirely to protect the builder. And it gets you someone who knows what is negotiable and what is not based on the current market conditions. I have personally negotiated $10,000 to about $20,000 in combined value for clients buying new construction in the form of upgrades, closing cost credits, and rate buy-down packages. That they will never would have been able to see walking into a model home by themselves. If you are considering new construction in the Huntersville area, call me before you walk into a model home. Not after, but before. So let me close out on the content with a few things I see people get wrong about this area. Mistake number one, assuming the price you see online is the price you will pay. List prices in Huntersville move fast and the market here is more competitive than people expect when they are researching from out of state. Homes in the $380,000 to $500,000 range in desirable neighborhoods are frequently receiving multiple offers and selling at or above list price within days of hitting the market. If you are planning to move to Huntersville, you need to be financially prepared, and that means pre-approved before you start falling in love with houses online. So, mistake number two, not accounting for the full monthly cost. Now, mortgage payment, HOA fees, higher homeowners insurance in some lakeside communities if you are buying a home with a pool or on the water, and then you have to factor in maintenance costs for that too. The monthly number on Zillow is not your monthly number. I always walk my clients through a full cost breakdown before we make an offer on anything. And mistake number 3 is waiting to start the conversation. I work with relocation buyers who are 6 months out, 12 months out, sometimes even 18 months out from where their move is supposed to happen. The ones who call me early have a massive advantage. They understand the market before they need to move fast. They know their price range. They know which neighborhoods fit their lifestyle and when the right home hits. They are ready to move. The buyers who wait until 2 months before they need to move here are the ones who end up making rush decisions and getting into something that is not quite the right fit. It is never too early to have the conversation, but also if your timeline is tight, we can accommodate that as well. It's just if you have the time, definitely give yourself that time. So guys, if this video helped you get a clearer picture of Huntersville, that is exactly why I make these videos. Here's what I would love for you to do right now. Call or text me. The number is in the description below, and it is pinned in one of the comments, and it's on your screen right now. Tell me where you're moving from. Tell me roughly when you are targeting to move, and tell me your budget. That is all I need to start helping you. We will get on a call and I will walk you through everything specific to your situation. And you will hang up knowing exactly what your next steps should be. That call is completely free, no pressure, no pitch, just real information from someone who knows and works the market every single day. And if you're not quite ready to reach out yet, subscribe to this channel. I put out 2 new videos every week. Neighborhood breakdowns, school districts, deep dives, new construction updates, cost of living comparison, everything you need to make a smart decision about moving to the Charlotte area. Hit the subscribe button and I will see you on the next one. I appreciate you watching the video. Thanks.